Lakers reveal top roster priority to address. Glaring need. The Los Angeles Lakers' recent playoff elimination highlighted a significant weakness that can no longer be ignored: the absence of a dominant center. This deficiency was painfully exposed during their series against the Minnesota Timberwolves, culminating in their Game 5 defeat, where Rudy Gobert dominated with an overwhelming 27-24 rebound performance. As one team source colorfully described to ESPN's Dave McMenamin, Rudy Gobert looked like Shaq out there. This interior vulnerability stems largely from the Lakers' blockbuster trade for Luka Doncic, which necessitated Anthony Davis's departure and created a gaping hole in their front court. To address this issue, Los Angeles initially orchestrated a trade with the Charlotte Hornets to acquire center Mark Williams. McMenamin revealed that Williams was Doncic's preferred on-court partner, based on his effectiveness playing alongside Derek Lively II and Daniel Gafford in Dallas. However, the Lakers ultimately backed out of the Williams trade, citing concerns about his physical condition. This decision is particularly notable since Williams played on the night of the proposed trade and didn't miss any subsequent games due to injury. The reluctance to finalize the deal left their center need unresolved heading into the playoffs. The consequences of this decision were evident throughout their postseason run, where the Lakers struggled consistently to contain opposing big men. They frequently resorted to small ball lineups against Minnesota's size, but neither approach proved effective. The Lakers were routinely out-rebounded and unable to protect the paint against more physically imposing front courts. Looking ahead, the organization acknowledges the urgency of this situation. President of Basketball Operations Rob Pelinka stated plainly, "One of our top goals will be to add size to our front line at the center position." The failed Williams negotiation underscores the Lakers' awareness of this need and the potential cost of not addressing it. As the Lakers face an offseason with crucial decisions regarding LeBron James's future, Luka Doncic's contract extension, and overall roster strengthening, finding a solution at center has emerged as their top priority. Whether through trade, free agency, or both, the team's front office must secure a reliable big man who can anchor their defense and provide the interior presence that was so clearly missing during their abbreviated playoff run. The question now becomes not if the Lakers will acquire a center, but which one they can realistically target with their limited assets and cap flexibility. Their future championship aspirations may well depend on finding the right answer. Major trade proposal has Lakers moving away from Austin. Reeves finishing a second consecutive season with a 5-game first-round playoff exit certainly isn't how the Los Angeles Lakers envisioned their spring would unfold, yet that's exactly what happened. Despite holding home court advantage as favorites in their playoff matchup against the Minnesota Timberwolves, the lack of a reliable center, uncommitted rebounding, and weak perimeter defense ultimately proved their undoing. Now, Minnesota moves on to face the revamped Golden State Warriors in the second round, while the Lakers enter the offseason searching for answers. Los Angeles forwards LeBron James and Dorian Finney-Smith both hold player options for the 2025-26 season, while All-NBA first-team guard Luka Doncic becomes eligible for a major contract extension on August 2nd. It will fall to newly promoted team president Rob Pelinka to make some difficult personnel decisions moving forward as the team looks to rebuild Doncic's image. Spencer's sea of clutch points suggests it might be time for the Lakers to move on from their third-best player, shooting guard Austin Reeves. The 6'5" guard has an extremely below-market contract and overlaps with Doncic in both skills and weaknesses. C's proposal would bring in a true starting center to pair with Doncic while shipping out Reeves, a trade with the Brooklyn Nets Lakers. Receive. Nic Claxton Nets receive. Austin Reeves, Dalton Knecht, and Maxi Kleber Claxton had a somewhat disappointing 2024-25 season, averaging just 10.3 points, 7.4 rebounds, and 1.4 blocks per game. The Brooklyn Nets are also expected to be major sellers during the offseason, having hinted at a rebuild for some time. In his latest season with Brooklyn, Claxton regressed slightly. The 6'10" Georgia native, now 26 years old, averaged 10.3 points on 56.3% field goal shooting and 51.3% from the free throw line, along with 7.4 rebounds, 2.2 assists, 1.4 blocks, and 0.9 steals across 70 games. During his best season, the turbulent 2022-23 campaign, when he was on Brooklyn's 45-37 roster, Claxton finished 9th in Defensive Player of the Year voting. Claxton just finished the first season of the 4-year, $97 million contract he signed in 2024. To match his salary, the Lakers can put forth a package headlined by Reeves, along with Dalton Knecht and Maxi Kleber. States C. Reeves had a solid regular season but was disappointing in the playoffs. He averaged 16.2 points, relatively in line with his previous playoff production, but shot just .41 van 319, 57. He also contributed 5.4 rebounds, 3.6 assists, and 0.6 blocks, but offered little resistance on the wing against Minnesota's perimeter players. Now it appears there may have been an underlying reason for Reeves's struggles. Sources informed Trevor Lane of The Front Office Show that Reeves was playing through a sprained left big toe that would have sidelined him for 2 to 4 weeks during the regular season. While Claxton is coming off a middling season, having him playing alongside Luka should inject some excitement into Los Angeles, writes C. On paper, his skill set is easily what the doctor ordered for the Lakers. The proposed trade would address the Lakers' most glaring weakness, while also creating a more complementary roster around their new franchise cornerstone in Luka Doncic, even if it means parting with a fan favorite in Reeves.